Testing, 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 testing. Hey, everybody. Trying to test. I got a new system. See if it's working. Y'all hear me? Okay, so y'all can hear me? Alright, cool. I guess y'all can't hear the music, though. You can't hear me, Bay? Very low. Hold on. What about now? Louder? Is that good? Y'all hear me now? Sorry, everybody. I just got a new system. I had to rig it up. Cool. Alright. What about, y'all hear this? Let's see. Y'all hear this? Like, y'all hear that? Oh, this right here? All right. Looks like we got it going. All right. Let's fly some ties. I had to rig this stuff up, y'all, to get it to work. Well, let's fly some ties. Y'all can hear it? All right, cool. All right. I wish I could do the music, but I guess y'all can't hear the music. But I kind of like playing music, but that's all right. All right. I hadn't even got any ingredients out to tiny flies, y'all. I just kind of threw everything up here because I was trying to see if it was even going to work. But if it's working, we good. I think I'll start off time what we were catching them on the other day. God, I wish I could play my music. Y'all can't hear the music? I'm gonna play my music for me anyway, even if y'all can't hear it. Just gonna start off tying what we were catching them on the other day. So now, y'all, I was trying to get my streams better, so I added a 4K camera and a pro mic, like a better microphone. So. Oh, hey, y'all. I'm starting late because I came home to Georgia. I brought my fly tying stuff and somehow left. I brought everything but my vise. So I had to go to buy a new vise just so I could tie flies. And then I was setting up the new system with the new camera and all that stuff. I wish y'all could hear the music. Y'all should be able to hear a little bit of it, I think. You would think I'd be prepared to tie flies, y'all, but like I said, I was working on getting all this stuff set up, so hadn't even really got prepared. There's a olive colored deer tail. Just gonna tie a quick, what you call it, like a quick Hopedale crab pattern. That's what we were catching them on the other day. So, olive colored deer tail. See if I fix this light a little bit for y'all. It might be better. Streaming live from my grandmama's house. Am I a Scientologist? Yeah, no, I'm not a Scientologist. That's pretty funny though. I'm a redfishologist. Uh, yeah, she's alive. She's in the next room. Just grab a little bit of gold, shiny, and a little bit of green. I got some gold shiny right here, y'all. Put a little shiny on the hiney. I am not. What's up, man? Um, so I am home in Georgia for Christmas. So no, I was gonna fish up here Friday. I was gonna go bass fishing up here. That's what I grew up doing, was bass fishing. But I ended up getting booked Saturday. So now that, that's cool, man. Yeah, I wish I could, you know. So now I got booked Saturday. So basically I got to come back to Louisiana uh, the day after Christmas. I just got booked today. I don't know about living in Milledgeville. I mean, Milledgeville is okay. At least it's not. At least it's not Macon. I mean, at least Milledgeville is not Macon. That's about all I can say about that. All right. Just finding some ingredients, y'all. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. So a lot of times when I do this, I just use my phone, but I'm actually using my streaming software, so I had to set everything up. Yeah, Milledgeville. No, Milledgeville is fine. You know. So I'm from Georgia. So back when I used to actually live here, I had a technology business, and I had to go to Milledgeville all the time to do jobs. I hope there's a lot of people watching. I can't really tell on my streaming software right here how many people are watching, y'all. I can probably pull it up though. I pull it up on my phone. Um, Let me see. I'll try to put it up on my phone. I'm just curious how many people's watching. A whole 5 people. Sweet, sweet. All right. Oh no, I'm gonna change the music. Oh, no, never mind. All right. We're gonna throw some this flash right here on there, y'all. It really, when this flies in the water, this stuff right here really makes this fly look great. Wait, is that light too bright for y'all? Maybe I'll see a little bit better that way. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know. You know, if I'm streaming from my phone, I can see the count, but on the streaming software, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I have no idea. That's fine. All right, we're almost done with this one. This is a very simple fly to tie. It works great. I mean, the other day let's see, that was 2 days ago. I think we had let's see, we caught 2 big bulls, you know, in the 20-pound range. Then a big black drum. We lost a giant bull. I gotta get that video on YouTube because it broke the guy's fly line, and I gotta get that one edited and get on YouTube. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this thing? There we go. Sorry. Just add some glue right here to the thread. Hit it with the ultraviolet light. That is a heavy vise, y'all, which I like. It's cool. Yay, we got one fly done, y'all. All right. Let's set that one right there. Let's see. I think since I got the stuff out, I'm going to tie another one like that, y'all. So one of my goals, how many fish can you catch on a fly before it's worn out? Oh, a lot. A lot. It really depends. Sometimes those really big bulls can actually crush the lead eyes. You know, it can actually. I've seen them like squish the lead eyes together. Um, but usually a lot. One fly should last. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my camera. I got a new camera, y'all. It's like 4K and all that junk. No, usually you can catch a bunch on one fly. I've got some flies. I've got some flies I've had for years and years. They've caught a lot of fish on them. All right, so let's get a thread base. Oh shoot, my fly line got wrapped. Hold on, I mean not my fly line. My thread got wrapped. All right, let's get a thread base on here. I'm just gonna do another quick fly like we just did, y'all, just because I already got all the stuff out right here. What I started to say, one of the things about getting to take some time off of Christmas is getting to like tie a bunch of flies because it's relaxing for me and it's fun, you know. I've got like 3 boxes. I got 3 double-sided boxes of flies. I thought I had one right here. It might be over there, but I got 3 double-sided boxes of flies I keep on the boat, and I'm tying another one right now, and I'm probably going to sell that whole box of flies when I get done with it. All right, so we did cross wraps on here. Now I'm just going to take and go over the hook and under the eye like that, and that'll pull those cross wraps tight. And then just go ahead and run a thread base down the hook real quick. And then throw some glue on there. This is a large. So with the new camera, I think it'll show correctly for you. So this is just a sample pack, but see how it's got the 2. Where's it at? Come on, focus in, buddy. How it's got the 2. That's got the L right here. Well, right here. Sorry, it's got the L. That's the large. So these are the large lead eyes. And then if it's got like an M or something, it'll be a medium. Like this right here. So that's that's a medium size. So, but this is a large. I don't know. Does it even say what ounce it is? No, I don't say what ounce it is. I don't think. Oh, yeah, it does. So large is 1/20th of an ounce. And my thing is, so I want that fly. You know how it is. Redfish are normally looking down. So I want that fly to get down in front of their face. I use the heavier flies. I'll use in an area if there's not a lot of grass or vegetation or whatever. I want that fly to drop down as fast as possible in front of that redfish. If I'm fishing somewhere like Venice or Hopedale that has a lot of vegetation, a lot of grass in the water, I'll throw a lighter fly because I don't want that fly to sink down in the grass because the redfish are, a lot of times are going to be hovering above the grass or whatever. So I want that fly to sink slower. So I normally do a heavier fly if I'm fishing just barren, like a flat or you know how it is in Louisiana. A lot of it's mud. If I'm fishing something like that, I'll fish a heavier eye. And if I'm fishing somewhere with a lot of grass, I'll fish a lighter eye. All right. So I'm just grabbing again some bucktail right here. And what I do, I start off wrapping like a loose wrap. And then once I get a loose wrap to kind of get it started on the hook, I go back and wrap it tight. And you can kind of spin it on the hook if you need to. If it starts getting lopsided or something, you can grab a hold of the material and spin it one way or the other. Pretty good. Um, and now, just for the heck of it, it probably don't make a difference at all, but I think it looks cool. We'll throw some black stripes on here. All right, again, we'll go with some flash. We'll just do this color first because it's the first color I grabbed, like an olive colored flash. And on this, you got your thread hanging down right here, y'all. I take the flashing and just kind of wrap around the thread like that, and then I pull it up, and I just kind of hold it like this right here, and I'll get it started with a couple of wraps, and then I take the material, and you see how I got it split right here. I'll take it and I pull it down parallel with the rest of the tail material, and then get some wraps in it. That way, you're kind of keeping it with the tail material. Now we'll do the same thing with our Christmas our Christmas tree stuff right here, which is basically what it is. So now we'll do the same thing. Wrap it around the thread one time. Get it started and pull it down parallel. Yep, tinsel. That's what it is. Tinsel. Yay. Y'all, let's change the music up. Hold on one second. Christmas. Sorry, y'all. Let's change up the Christmas or the music. All right. You got that one done. Now let's go ahead and throw our body material on there. So this right here is a minnow head brush. There's a wire that runs down through the middle of it. Probably see the wire kind of. And we don't need that much. But you know, yeah. So we'll take this, lay it on the hook, get some wraps on it to get it started. Then take the tweezers, or whatever they're called, clamp thing. And I just clamp it on there and then pull it around. And what I want to do is I want to try to keep this stuff folded back towards the back of the fly as I wrap it. And once I get it enough on there, I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of wraps on it just to kind of hold it on the hook. On the hook. And then, just so I'm not wasting that material, I'm just going to pull it back like that and wrap it up. And these flies don't have to be like perfect works of art, y'all. These are they're guide flies. So in other words, they're just made to catch fish, and they catch fish really well. But you know, they don't have to be like a perfect work of art. Like if you have something that's not perfect, the fish aren't really going to care. Redfish will eat just about anything that gets in front of their face. Just because I got this little bitty piece right here left over, I'm going to put that on there. It's not gonna do a thing, but I'll wrap it with the rest of it. Alright, grab some more of this right here. All you need is about 2 inches. That's what she said. So go ahead and Let's wrap this one around. Again, we can just use our clippers on this. Y'all, I know this is music or whatever. I'm not digging this. I gotta put it on something a little more. Here we go. Let's put on some Christmas trap. All right. Thank y'all for watching, everybody that's watching. I have no idea how many are watching, but thank y'all. All right, let's tie this one off. Add some glue. Oh, dang it. Did I get glue over my eye? I did. Not a big deal. All right, man. That's awesome. 3 a.m. You must be Venice or something, or Delacroix? Hopedale. Yeah. Everybody's probably over there trying to fish the walls for trout, I'm guessing. All right, y'all. We got another one done. Another fly done. All right, let's change it up. Gotcha. Is duck season? Is duck season still in? I know it was. I know it was in the other day. Somebody was blasting them the other day. Just putting up material, y'all, that I don't need. All right, y'all. I'm gonna tie an orange fly. This is for my buddy Kevin. He catches a lot of redfish on this orange fly. So I'm gonna do that for him. All right, this fly be for my buddy Kevin. I got some orange thread right here. Oh, look at that. I hate when my thread wraps around the bobbin, y'all. All right, here we go. All right. Fishing for the mission. Hey, y'all. All right, we're about to tie a weird orange fly for my buddy Kevin. He's been catching a lot of redfish on this orange. So he wanted me to tie some orange flies for him. All right. Orange fly coming up. All right. Got the eyes on there. Add some glue. I bought stuff just for these flies, y'all. So got the barred rabbit zonkers. It's in the uh, fire orange. I said my buddy Kevin's been smoking them on this orange fly. All right. Let's get my material. Just a second, everybody. Oh, there it is. It is orange, Amanda. That's what Kevin wants. He he's been catching a lot of fish on these orange flies. So I told him I'd do him an orange fly. So here we go. All right, here we go. So far, just got the orange eyes on there, and we put a barred, just a rabbit zonker for the tail. I'm gonna throw a little bit of carper. I'm gonna throw a little bit of copper shiny on here, and then a little orange shiny. This copper color really kind of sets it off, makes it look really good. All right, a little bit of orange. Ooh, we got one rogue big piece sticking out here. I'm sorry, a little bit of copper. Now we're going to put a little bit of orange on there. Some orange flash. Orange. Yep. Let me see. That deserves. That deserves. Let's see. This right here. All right. Let's put some orange feathers on there. Ooh, ooh. I almost messed up, y'all. I almost went backwards. First, we're going to put a piece of orange marabou. And a piece of yellow at the same time. Might as well do them both at the same time. The yellow just kind of lightens it up, so the whole thing isn't orange. I'm just cutting off the spare. Marabou is just so messy, y'all. Starts blowing all over the place. Get it all up my nose. All right. It looks cool now, but it's about to look cooler. Where's my feathers at? Oh, I accidentally stuck my marabou in my feather thing. All right. Now I'm gonna grab a couple of orange feathers right here. Actually, I grabbed 4 of them. And I'm gonna put 2 on each side. It looks crazy right now, but just give me a second. Y'all, working with feathers is always so messy, man. It looks good in the water though. All right, let me put up this orange chicken. It does kind of like fire. All right, I bought some. I think it's 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch tarantula, uh, just for this fly. The cool thing about these orange flies, not only can the fish see them good, but you can see them good also. So when you're working that fly, you know, you can see it and the fish can see it. Makes it easy. I got some 1 inch tarantula right here. Oh, somebody sent like a gift. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Got stuff laying all over the desk, y'all. I was looking for my tire offer thingies. All right, let's put some glue on that. Alright, now I'm gonna trim. Although it looks cool like this. I got one little rogue feather right here I'm not liking. I'm not liking this rogue feather right here. I'm gonna cut it off. So that would catch a fish the way it is, y'all. But I like trimming up off the back right here. So I just usually kind of feather everything back to about the size that I want it. And what I do is I cut it at an angle so it looks kind of natural. So just kind of so let's see that. And all this right here, this marabou and stuff, y'all, when this flies in the water, when this flies in the water, all this marabou, when you're stripping the fly, you know, it pulses. It moves in the water really good. But there's, I mean, you got shine in here, y'all. You know, you got some really good. We're about to do another one. Anyway, Kevin loves these, so that's for my buddy Kevin. He's another fishing guide down here, down in Louisiana. All right. We got another one done. Let's knock another one out, y'all. Since I got the stuff right here to do it. So this is a 3/0 hook. I think it's Umpqua. I think. Yeah. Let's see what this one is. I mean, it's basically the same thing. That might be a 2/0, but it's the same hook. No, it's a 3/0. So that's the hook I'm going with, y'all. 3/0 Umpqua competition. I like the bend. I like the bend in these hooks. The orange one does look cool. About to do another one. I like giving it the thump test before I start wrapping. Everybody give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some, what you call it, to put on this right here. You know how if your thread's coming off the, Mama, can you grab me, like, don't y'all got Vaseline or something right there?
I think we looked at this last time.
Didn't you have some? Or whatever you gave me. I'm at home in Georgia, y'all, for Christmas. My mom was over here. Yeah, whatever. I don't care what it is.
That's what it was last time.
All right. We're going to use some zinc oxide skin protectant, everybody. But the trick is, if your thread's coming off your bobbin, I normally can take like some, what you call it? Vaseline or something to put on there, but I really don't care what it is, y'all. I mean, I don't care if it's some kind of whatever zinc oxide skin protector, whatever, as long as it works. It just make the thread come off a lot easier. That's pretty funny. All right, here we go. No. Hold on. I know, y'all. I know. But see, now my thread comes off so much easier. There's so much more room for activities now. All right. Let me get another orange eye out of here, y'all. I actually have a bunch of orange eyes loose in the bottom of my. See on my. This is my lead eye Ziploc. All right. Put an orange eye on here and get it started, everybody. All right, so what we're doing right here, I'm going under the hook and over the eye in one direction, and then under the hook, over the eye in the other direction. All right, let me go ahead and run it down. All right, get my barred rabbit. Barred rabbit, y'all. I don't really need it that long. That's what she said. Okay. Throw some flash on there. We'll just go with the orange first, just because it's what I grabbed. Dang it. I'm trying to cut my... Alright. Then we'll get some copper. Copper on there. Okay. Oh, I need some mods. Yeah, I might have. I think, well, I've actually got a couple. I think. I just barely ever see them. Um, Alright. Again, we're going to get one piece of orange and one piece of yellow. The marabou. Now I'm just going to take and put these together. Let's see. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. However many people's watching. Everybody, I went and bought a new Vice just so I could stream tonight because I accidentally came home to Georgia and left my Vice in Louisiana. Let's put some tarantula on there. I got stuff laying everywhere like I always do, y'all. This tarantula has, that's what it's called. Of course, it's still got the wire running through it, like the minnow head brush, but it has fibers, but then it has like little rubber legs hanging off of it also. Alright, y'all. Turn the camera a little bit. Alright, I'm going to trim it up. There you go, everybody. My buddy Kevin loves these orange flies. Anyway, when all this is in the water, it flows backwards, y'all. It all flows. And then when you strip it, it just kind of pulses. So, am I American person? Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty American. All right. I'm just putting up some of this material right here, y'all. And I'll figure out what I want to do next. I'm getting pretty tired, but we'll see. That is not the right package for that, but whatever. I'm just putting up some material real quick, y'all, and then I'm gonna tie something else. Y'all, I got so much stuff. It don't even fit. I got like 3 Ziploc bags of marabou right here, y'all. Actually, I found the correct package for my feathers. I got so much stuff on here. All right, y'all. About to tie something else. I don't know what. I'll make it up as I go along, but we'll see. All right. Oh. Let's tie something else. Let me think. What do I want to tie? Probably let's do some we've been catching a lot of fish on the chartreuse and white lately. We'll do that. You know what they say about chartreuse? If it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. I got to rethread a bobbin, y'all. I'll show y'all how you do that. So this is the bobbin. Here's the thread. See how it's just hanging down? So you take this little tool right here, stick it down through the bobbin like that. and then just put the thread. Well, it sounds easier, not. Get too much thread out right here. Helps if you can see. All right. Anyway, you put it through the little opening in the metal, and then just pull it up through your bobbin. Then you're set. All right, let's do a chartreuse in white because we catch a lot of fish on that lately. I'm just gonna grab some crafting fur. Crafting fur. Y'all, I am losing my mind. I almost forgot to put my lead eyes on there. Jeez. I'm jumping a step ahead of myself. Jumping a step ahead of myself, y'all. Will I forget to do something else? We shall see. So just getting the lead eye put on here. Always check to make sure it's, you know, like 90 degrees with the hook or whatever. Which looks pretty good right there, I think. It don't have to be perfect. I mean, this is just serving to give the fly a little weight so it drops down in front of the fish. And then start wrapping it up. After I get a bunch of cross wraps on there, I'll take it and do some little helicopter, little sideways wraps. And go ahead and run it down the hook. Alright. Put some glue on there. Hit it with an ultraviolet light to dry that glue. Alright, now we'll take the white. That might not be quite enough. Let's get in a little, let's add to that. Get my tail a little bit thicker. Alright, here we go. We got crafting fur. Cut off this spare. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab some chartreuse, and I think I've been putting a little bit of gold in there lately, a little chartreuse and gold flash. Alright, we got some chartreuse right here. What colors am I using today? I've already tied, let me wrap this, I'll show you. I've already tied a couple of, like in the olive Hopedale crab, and I tied a couple of orange flies. And now I'm just doing chartreuse and white. So we tied two of these, the Hopedale crab color, the olive and the Hopedale crab. This is probably one of my overall most fish catchingest colors right here. And then we tied two of these orange, which is a crazy color, but my buddy Kevin loves it. He catches a lot of fish on this orange right here. So we tied two of those. Now I'm just doing a chartreuse and white because I've been catching a lot of fish on that. Just putting a few strands of gold in there with it. Can't go wrong with some gold. Yep, redfish. So I'm a fishing guide in Louisiana uh, for redfish and all that, and redfish definitely eat these up. All right, now we're going to put some body material on here. I'm just going to go with some white minnow head brush. So this right here, it has a wire that runs up through it. Let's take and get that started. Let's see. Wow. 3,000 joules. Thank y'all. I have no idea what that does, but it's cool that y'all send anything. Oh, I need a little something to drink. Grab me some water. All right. Now let's go ahead and wrap this right here up. Okay. Now we're going to brush the teepees. Brush the fly, y'all. All right. Now we're going to hit it with some chartreuse crack wrap. If I can find it. That's really what it's called, crack wrap. It was developed by Hunter Biden. I'm just kidding. All right. So let's take some crack wrap right here. Comes all curled up. And you only need a couple inches of it. That's what she said right there. And we'll get the crack wrap started. Oh, thank you, Bacon Bits. That's a cool name. Thank you, Bacon Bits. Who does not love Bacon Bits? Everybody loves Bacon Bits. All right, now we're going to take the crack wrap and just wrap it around. Ideally, you want to keep this part back towards the back of the fly. Sometimes, just like now, it wants to spin to the front for some reason. But whenever you can, just try to keep it to the back. Come on, crack wrap. This crack wrap is definitely not acting right for me. Come on, Cracky. Crack wrap. Dude, what is up with this crack wrap? It's like doing the exact opposite of what I want it to do. I'm about to just wrap it, tie it off, and let it roll the way it is. I'll just trim off the excess. I'll wrap it up and trim it off. And you probably won't even be able to tell, probably. Turn the music down. The music might be too loud for y'all, I don't know. Alright. Alright, let's tie this one off with my tire thingy. Actually spins. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Now we'll put some glue over the thread. And hit it with ultraviolet light. Then check the glue. Looks pretty sweet. Just an easy little chartreuse and white, y'all. All this, when it's in the water, will flow backwards like that. Just easy little fly. Alright, we'll do one more of those. We'll just do a different, like a little, like that, but a little different. Find my hooks. I got so much stuff laying everywhere, y'all. Shoulders are getting tired, y'all. Woke up early this morning and drove home for the holidays. Been up all day. Alright, so we'll put a little thread base on there. Chartreuse eye again. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. And run it down the hook. Alright, y'all. Throw some glue on here. Alright, this time I'm going to put a chartreuse tail on here instead of white. I'm putting the white up and throw a chartreuse on there. Alright. Alright. Add some chartreuse flash to it. Okay. Then we'll throw a different color on there, y'all. The pink looks really good with the chartreuse and white. It's probably hard to tell on camera, but it looks pretty good in person. Alright, y'all. This is probably gonna be the last fly. I'm just getting tired. Get kind of tired, y'all. Hope everybody. Ooh, we got a scrap piece of white right here. Let's do that first. I hope everybody has subscribed, y'all, and hit the like button, all that stuff. Reed got a fish today. It's 2 pounds. That's good. What kind was it? What kind of fish you catch, Reed? Everybody give a thumbs up for Reed catching a 2-pounder. Hey, Reed. That's awesome. You got a fish, man. Oh, it's a bass? That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool, Reed. Yeah, I love bass fishing. Oh, shoulders getting tired, y'all. Let me finish this off with a little chartreuse crack wrap. And then that will be it for tonight, y'all. Just getting. Actually, do I want chartreuse on this one? I tell you what, let's go with a little white crack wrap instead. Let's go with some white crack wrap on this one, y'all. Do I hunt? I used to hunt all the time. I don't really hunt anymore. But yeah, I used to hunt all the time. Oh, thank you, Reed. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Let's put some white crack wrap on this one, y'all. I think I got enough. Oh, that's cool, Ree. Hey, bees. I'm almost done, y'all. Just getting a little tired. Probably the last fly right here. All right, y'all. I think that's it for tonight. So we tied 6 flies, y'all. We tied 2 chartreuse and whites. 2 chartreuse and whites. A couple of orange flies, y'all. And then 2 of the Hopedale crab. So, all right, y'all. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't and give it a thumbs up. But I'm tired, y'all.